darling. How are you? Good morning. I'm Sherry Kahn, the principal at Summit View Elementary School. The best place to be. What makes Summit View amazing is there's 3 areas. It's our students, it's our parents, and it's our staff.
It's a great school, just flat out. You're gonna love it.
It's really fun collaborating with others and seeing what we can learn every day.
It's not the old-fashioned of sitting in rows anymore. It's getting up, it's interacting, it's small group work, and that's what's so fantastic about our school.
We learn from what everybody else is thinking in the group. So in my class we talk about my thinking plus your thinking is new thinking, and that I think is key to moving ahead for ideas for companies or educators or kids as learners for the future.
For me as a parent, I want to know that my kid's going to a school where they're going to be loved when they get there.
Our parents are here, they're supportive. I couldn't ask for a better community. They support the teachers, they support the decisions that we make within our building, and that's what makes Summit View so special. And then you get to these teachers, and I feel so blessed to be with such an amazing, highly effective, highly engaged, and caring teachers. And what's the first thing they always come to? It's all about children. It's kids first. What's best for our students? Those are the 3 things that give us such a strong foundation at Summit View.
I am a 6th grade teacher and a parent here.
Well, I have a very unique perspective here at Summit View because I am a teacher, but I'm a parent of 3 kids that have gone through here, past and present, and I also live in the direct neighborhood. So when I talk about Summit View being a community, I know from all aspects what that is. We absolutely focus on making these kids and anyone who comes through our door, we challenge them to be 21st century learners, but also citizens.
Summit View has high expectations for all students.
What we are doing here today is collaborating, communicating, and working on technology.
Kindergarten through 6th grade, but it's not just in the classroom. It's in our specials with PE and library music.
When you walk into our music room, you're not going to see recorders being played. You're going to see the history of the Beatles being taught. You're going to see garage band. You'll see students using technology, iPads,
Your turn.
laptops, Promethean interactive boards. That's part of who we are, so that we can keep kids engaged. They're 21st century learners.
The things I'm learning here at Summit View is collaborating with your partner and being like kind and generous.
And because of that, you need to reach them in a 21st century way.
We are tech-oriented, but more than that, we're thinking-oriented. We're going to support. We're doing things differently. You know, that 21st century, truly, we're preparing them for the future, whether it's middle school or high school, but beyond. We always say, I don't know what I'm teaching my math kids. I don't know what I'm preparing them for because those jobs don't exist yet.
We truly make students defend their thinking.
Yeah, we're working together by analyzing the different ways that we can show the number 60 in math formation or other ways in the real world.
We ask our kids to think differently. We ask them to be able to defend and support their ideas, but also to show us what they know in new and unique ways.
Watching them grow with us on the way up, they have creative thinking and critical thinking, and then once we get to the higher level grades, there's a lot of collaboration that they have to do with project-based learning and other activities that we do.
I think it's just how we learn. It's really collaborative and you get to do a lot of stuff with other kids and you don't just sit down at your desk and do a sheet of paper and, you know, you think deeper in everything you do.
I'm a different teacher. I look different. I don't know if I'm gonna share. I got my bracelets, I got my tattoos and everything else. I have to defend my work. I have to be able to show that even though I'm doing something differently, even though I might not be fitting in the norm, my students can grow, they can excel, and they can do some amazing things. So the data that we produce afterwards, the product that the students create shows that this is how I can prove that this element meets the requirements. The parents come in and support, the teachers work together, the students are excited to be here. A lot of them come back to visit and see us over and over again.
I feel like I'm really prepared for middle school, high school.
We have such a fabulous parent community, and they're here, and they're part of our staff. And so the kids are so welcoming and they like seeing their neighborhood mom or this dad. And so we have this watchdog program.
I'm a watchdog. I volunteer once or twice a year, spend the day at the school, get to know the school a little bit, and kind of get to see how things work.
Every day we have a different dad, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 dads that are helping in the classrooms. That it may be a small group and they're reading with them and talking and discussing what was just read to math. And I love it when the dads at the end of the day are exhausted because they work their brains just as much as the kids have worked theirs. We also have a very unusual but exciting specials program. There's 7 different specials in our building, from sign language to art to music to technology. We have a STEM lab. Our parents fundraised and built a STEM lab for us. Kids are going in there and they're doing technology and science and math and integrating it all. I tell parents, students, and staff to bring your A game. Be the best that you can be. Be a great student. Be a great friend.
Summit View is not a school. We are a learning family, and it's just amazing.
And at the end of the day, the kids walk home and say, I did it. I am successful. I brought my A game. And that's who Summit View is.